Welcome to TA Blakelock. You might have heard about this school, but not exactly known what goes on inside of these walls, so I invite you to come on in for a little tour and check it out. We've got all sorts of kids. We've got our Tommy Texters who sit glued to their phones all day. We've got the academic students. We have an array of divas. Believe me, we've got a lot. We also have the goons. And we've got some athletes at our school. We definitely can't forget about the music students. We've also got a lot of calf rats. I'm talking a wide variety here, people. But regardless of who you hang out with, and despite the weird and wacky stuff you may be doing in your free time, everyone has a strong opinion on their years in high school. And that is what we're here to bring you, the truth about high school. The kids coming into high school usually have an idea of what to expect come grade 9. Books, movies, and TV usually help each kid develop a bias. We decided to talk to some grade 8s from Morden to see if they'd really believe that high school is anything like the scene playing out right now. When we decided to ask the kids about their feelings, these are some of the words they used.
I kind of feel excited. My brother goes to Blakelock and he says that it's really fun, so I'm really excited. And then my parents say that it's fun as well, so it's basically just good.
Exciting. Well, I feel like I'm at a stage where I shouldn't be worrying too much. They've been teaching us really well and preparing us for what's to come in life. I love Morden, but I think change is good.
I'm actually really excited to have some work that actually makes sense as opposed to mindless practice. I'm pretty ready to go into high school. I'm excited.
I think high school is going to be easy because my brother says the work's easy. I'm not concerned at all about making friends. My high school life is going to look like a party.
I'm pretty excited about going to high school because I like choosing what I could do in high school because I'm sick of just being given what I have to do. I expect more opportunities than what is here at elementary school.
And I'm happy to go into high school and see what's there for me.
I see myself sleeping a lot after school. A lot of people I've spoken to feel like high school is like the best time of your life.
Well, my parents and their friends said high school was great, so I know it's gonna be awesome. Nice! So it's gonna be awesome.
I feel prepared for high school because YOLO.
It honestly didn't seem like any of these kids were scared of going into high school, despite what the media could have fed them. We had a lot of laughing, a couple of dancers, and a lot of kids joking around in the interviews, so that is why we turned to the teachers for the inside scoop on what they think goes on in high school.
The majority are frustrated with school. They're often complaining about their grades, but I find there's not a strong correlation with them understanding that their grades are associated with the amount of effort that they put into school. So they will often expect to have higher grades than maybe their effort indicates. A lot of kids I notice who are working part-time jobs and also managing extracurriculars will get stressed with their schoolwork because they just have too much on their plate. Right. So I find a lot of kids, yes, will be juggling, 5 different roles in their lives. Right. School is geared towards, no, I would say it's not geared towards all learners because a lot of kids are very active in their learning and have a hard time sitting at a desk from 8:15 in the morning to 3 o'clock. And not that they're sitting all day, but if they're taking a lot of math, science, and English courses, they often are sitting all day. And I would say for kids who are very hands-on, that would be tough. I think they feel enthusiastic about getting good marks, but I don't necessarily think they're enthusiastic about the learning.
Different students have different teachers that they confide in and find comfort in, and their safe space, I guess you call it. Some students find that with me, some involve other people, but for the most part I find students to be quite resilient. I can't speak for the school as a whole, I can speak from my perspective, and I always try to accommodate everything that every student that I have, and I would assume my colleagues do the same thing. We're all very professional and caring people. We would be in this job if we weren't. So. Well, I generally, and I know that a lot of my colleagues do the same thing because we've received a lot of education around it. We know that students come to school because they want to pass. They don't come to school because they want to fail. Every student wants to pass, as long as they can. And that's what we try to provide. the ability to pass, to attain the credit or mark that they want.
Frustrated with trying to achieve their best, okay? Mark hungry, trying to get that percentage, because I'm talking about the grade 12s heading into university, so that's where you see it the most. So yes, frustrated. The people will talk. It's more observation than coming to me.
Although the teachers at Blakelock had mixed opinions about high school, we had to ask the people that were experiencing it firsthand to get the truth. It seemed like there was a lot of goofing off, not so much work getting done, and lots of kids goofing around in the hallways. After speaking to kids, we learned that what you see isn't always what you get. For example, in this clip, we see two friends hugging. But what's the truth?
Blakelock kills me. It's too old, out of date.
After this, it became important to us to interview the students and figure out the truth. Our first question to them was, what sound reminds you of high school? These are some of their responses.
What?
I don't know how sleeping sounds.
Naturally, the second thing we asked them was how their years in high school were going so far.
What else?
Word, it'd be boring because we go through the same thing every single day and nothing really changes. You go to a class and then you go to the next class while getting hit by people in the halls because there's a lot of people.
I hate high school because people think that they are in a clique and they just go into that group and they don't make other friends. They just stay in one certain area. I don't want to get up, don't want to go to school.
Usually come to school, see some friends, go to class, and sometimes it's the worst thing in the world. Our school is cliquey. There's more two main groups and then the little groups that drag off from there.
It is what it is. School is not the best time of my life because it'll be better after high school. There's a lot of drama, bullying, it depends. My least favorite part of high school is French.
High school's gonna suck. There is a lot of drama at Blakelock. I think people hate coming to this building every day. I don't know, it kind of sucks. I'm looking forward to leaving high school a lot. I hate high school.
It's really repetitive and there's bad teachers. You can't deal with them. It's just gonna go downhill because then you're gonna go to college and then work and stuff. So
high school will not be the best part of my life. Sometimes the people in this high school can be really big douchebags.
I personally think university will be better than high school.
Hopefully.
It's more freedom. High school is a lot of work, and university is more work, but it'd be more
It's
fun.
not. The university's harder than high school, but
like you're choosing your courses. It's like more you.
So I mean, like, why would you do well in science when you hate science? Like, you wouldn't do well in something you don't like.
Personally, I don't like high school. Like, it has its good days, but like most of them, I'm just not a fan of high school. The transition between elementary school and high school is really big, and like people change a lot, and friends change, and then like friendships like break apart, and there's so much drama. When you're in grade 9, it's exciting because everything's new, but then when you're in grade 10 and 11 stuff, it's just like the same thing would be repeated again, and like it's just not as fun as it was in grade 9. For the most part, I'm guessing, like some people don't like it. It all depends on like how you make your 4 years.
So there you have it, folks. The elementary students are overexcited about high school. The teachers sit somewhere in the middle, and the kids who actually go to high school aren't here because they like it at all. So, what is the truth about high school? To be honest, coming to this building isn't all it's cracked up to be. But if you have a good group of friends, participate in courses and extracurriculars you enjoy, and spend enough time wandering the hall, you're still likely to make it out alive at the end of the day. And though the appropriate name may be low school as opposed to high school, you still get to go home after your crappy day and enjoy yourself for the rest of the night.